And we're back. Welcome back to the Smoke Break JBR, the Just Be Real podcast where we sit down, talk some shit, talk about whatever we want, and just be real. I'm back with my co-host, Brandon.
I think you can kind of see me.
Can you see you? I'm trying to see.
Oh, yeah.
I usually, because we point out
okay,
Brandon.
right there where your hand just went.
Where, right here?
Yeah, somewhere that you can kind of see me in the reflection.
Brandon somewhere is right here. If you can't tell, we're shooting in black and white. It's not your eyes. It's not your television.
Something new.
It's not your computer.
I'm trying something new with the camera setup. I think because we're able to push the ISO, the sensitivity a little bit higher, we can get some more light. So maybe you can see Josh a little bit better.
If not, let us know.
Yeah, let us know, please.
Because he wants to try different things. Brandon wants to try different things. Why not? It's our podcast. We'll do whatever the fuck we want.
You know,
it actually looks dope.
Simplified. You know, just black and white.
Clean.
Yeah,
very clean. Who knows? We might keep this permanent.
Looks good.
Honestly, I like black and white.
Let us know.
Honestly, let us know. So recently, or earlier this morning, a brand new trailer dropped for Joker. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have not seen the new Joker trailer, stop what you're doing. Leave this tab open. Open a new tab. Make sure you're still watching us and watch the fucking trailer. You see how I did that? Don't stop watching us. We need the fucking views, guys.
No, please.
Please, God. But
oh my goodness, it looks so good.
The trailer looks fucking phenomenal. It looks amazing.
It's like a new realistic interpretation for the modern day.
When I described it to you, the first thing I said is, this Joker terrifies me.
You did.
Because, and if you're going to go see the trailer, watch the trailer, the easiest way to put it is, this Joker seems like it can be anyone who just breaks.
Absolutely.
It can be me, it can be you, it can be Joe Schmo. It's just someone's to their breaking point.
Yeah. And
just snaps. And honestly, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say it with like not a heavy heart, but with like my heart breaking a little bit. If he can pull it off, he might be better than Heath Ledger.
You see, I want to agree with you. Unfortunately,
you saw the trailer, dude.
Yeah, but Heath Ledger, I mean, like that performance.
I'm not hating on Heath Ledger.
It holds a special place.
I'm not hating on Heath Ledger.
I understand. I understand.
But the way Joaquin Phoenix is presenting this version of the Joker is so relatable.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's so, it almost seems like traumatic and heartfelt.
I'd say in a way
sad and crazy. I'd
say kind of in the way that Batman in the Dark Knight. He's the hero that Gotham deserves, but not that they want, right? So kind of in a way, this is the current, like, modern day, as our current day stands, take of Joker. So like when the Dark Knight trilogy came out and they had the Heath Ledger version of the Joker, that was, the 2000s era of the Joker. Now this is the late 2010s era Joker.
Yep. Well, unfortunately, we had the Hot Topic Echo Park version of Joker for a really crap movie. I forgot what it's called, but it's a piece of shit.
I can't remember that movie.
Go ahead. Keep going.
But what I'm saying is, like, for an actual Joker that has a lot of work and has a lot of process.
I like your subtle shade. An actual Joker.
Yeah. That's
not
a
what
Joker
we got.
Exactly. This is a proper Joker, one that has a lot of character built into it, where Joaquin has really spent a lot of time to really flesh him out and really get all the little small details.
The thing is, I'm really excited.
Topic Joker forgot.
I'm really excited because no one really knows the origins of the Joker. No one knows where the Joker came from at all.
There's multiple interpretations.
There's a lot of different versions. There's a lot of different ways they can go with it. If they're creating their own path, I'm so excited because I would love to see someone else etch their own path, hopefully in a correct way. DC.
True. But I'm hoping that they still kind of leave it open because that's kind of.
I'm hoping they somewhat connect it to actual lore, or something.
Yeah, because they have to comic book.
Exactly. If they can connect it to the lore, I'd be significantly happier. But if they tread their own path and they do it correctly, I will gladly be on board for this.
I'm hoping that they maintain a sort of ambiguity as to his actual origin.
Oh, big words.
Ambiguity.
I know big words, guys. I can do this.
You're so smart. But continue.
Yes. So if they're able to maintain the ambiguity of his origin story, maybe it's trying to make this Joaquin Phoenix version more relatable. So maybe they're going to try and keep that whole origin story also relatable because you're trying to maintain.
See, the thing is, they have to keep it original.
Yes,
and they
have to.
The thing is, they have to somewhat keep the. You know what? I'm going to start doing this, Brandon, because I keep looking at you, and I'm off to the side. I'm going to try to focus more in frame. Because I feel like I'm not interacting.
Hey, Joe Rogan, he doesn't look at the camera.
But I also if you look at Christy Leah and fucking Theo Vaughn, they talk forward to the camera.
Well, that's them.
That's true. I just feel bad because I'm looking this way.
That's okay.
They get my bad side, not my good side.
I mean, if people want to converse, I'll make sure that I tell you what people are saying.
Do you want more interaction forward, or do you want more do you care about this? Do you care that I'm looking at Brandon from the side? Does it matter?
Yeah. What do you guys
I just want to know
because
I don't know if I'm
please
interactive with people. So let us know.
Yeah.
But I'm really
I'm
excited.
thinking that if they maintain that ambiguity, it's still relatable, as in that it could come from anybody.
Yeah.
Anybody can become a Joker. Can become that person who snaps.
And I think
pushed, too far.
The screen dog. But I think fucking updates. I am excited about it, and I think it's going to be a great interpretation.
I agree.
The scenes they show in the new trailer just look, simply to say, exciting.
Oh, yeah,
They look exciting. The environment. My question is this going to be precursor to Dark Knight, like Batman Begins? Because it seems to be in that same almost environment.
Sort of.
Almost environment. So what if he's still that kind of character, that person in that environment at that moment? And what are you looking at, dog?
I'm just thinking.
Oh, okay. But because what if he is just that time before that?
It definitely could be
because he is dyeing his hair the green like Heath Ledger Joker.
Yeah.
He is putting on the makeup. He doesn't have scars.
Not
Maybe
yet.
he gets the
Could
scars.
be. Yeah,
Maybe he does. If they ended that way, I think I'm going to be really pleased with that because maybe it shows an evolution of the Joker.
Absolutely.
Maybe it shows him with his first break and being that guy, and then something goes wrong, or he wins, or he doesn't win.
Or maybe it's a slow buildup. Like you can start to see the impacts that people are having on him from the constant, humiliations or abuse and just things that have happened throughout his life. That
honestly,
build up.
I'm excited to see how it ends. I'm just really excited to see how it ends.
Because if it ends, it could be a continuation. It could be a sequel. It could be a prequel. Like
I showed you a clip earlier today called Batman versus Predator. Okay, if you haven't seen that fucking clip, it is a 10-year-old video from old school YouTube. Brandon hasn't even seen it.
Yeah,
and he lives there. Dude, you live on YouTube.
Yeah,
come on, don't. We're on YouTube right now.
We are.
We're live on it. So it's an old clip called Batman v Predator. So if they're going to do this as a prequel to a new saga or anything like that, my hope would be that they would make it that kind of Batman from that clip.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? So watch that clip, Batman versus Predator.
It's basically, in a very simplistic term, I'd say it's the Adam West, but a realistic take on that.
Yes.
A gritty, realistic Adam West. As if, imagine Adam West all of a sudden was transported to the Dark Knight universe. You know?
Yep, absolutely.
Kind of like that.
So, and that Batman in that little clip, to me, was probably one of my favorite depictions of Batman.
Yeah.
He just had a normal spandex
outfit.
He had wraps on his hands. He had he was the Batman that killed. He was like detective. He was vigilante Batman.
Yeah.
Which I liked. So if they're going to kind of do this whole Joker movie and they might create a whole new universe with Batman, I'm hoping this is going to be a prequel, and then at the end, we have a vigilante Batman appear. Mm-hmm. and it's going to be Bruce Wayne, and it's going to be all that.
Yeah.
And it's going to be that kind of Batman. Because that Batman for that kind of environment buildup would be so good.
And imagine if they bring out the Red Hood into that.
See, my question is, are they going to make the Joker series any way, shape, or form connected to a Red Hood of any kind?
True.
Here, Doug. I think you forgot. Here, David,
yeah.
grab that.
Oh, 1 second.
But, yeah, if they make it a connection to Red Hood in any way, shape, or form, pass that, dog. But if they make it in any way, shape, or form to Red Hood, because that is a big factor. For people who don't know, I'll give a brief description of Red Hood.
Please.
Red Hood basically was anyone in the Batman universe. We don't know who Red Hood was because Red Hood was part of like a crime syndicate, everything like that, where different people who were down on their money would basically rob a bank and be the Red Hood. So there was actually no actual criminal. It was just the Red Hood. So if they connect it in any way, shape, or form to Red Hood, I would be significantly happier. Because I'm already happy with what they're doing with the Joker. I'm just hoping that it's going to add some of the lore. And if they add that, that's such a big key to somewhat Joker lore, that'd be worth it.
Absolutely.
That'd be a big win.
If they were to also maybe incorporate the Killing Joke, or maybe that's kind of like the basis to this Joker. Mm-hmm. I'm like, the Killing Joke itself is such a huge
honestly seems
thing.
what it is. It seems like a different version of the Killing Joke. You know what I mean?
It does. It definitely has that.
Seems like a retelling of it.
So I'm curious to see, maybe they're going to sort of bring, Dick Grayson into it and sort of introduce Batman as sort of that.
I also like how they're kind of introducing the mom factor, too. It's interesting.
Yeah.
I want to see how that character development works.
Yeah, because in the other movies, we never get any sort of mention
we don't
about
get
his
family. We don't get anything. We get like brief stuff in Dark Knight, like
just,
my father and all that shit.
Yeah,
and even then he tells three different stories.
But it was just a story. It was never actually shown. Mm-hmm. Here we're kind of gonna get.
We're actually gonna get a little sneak peek. So I'm wondering where that's gonna lay into.
Yeah,
I have a guess of how it's gonna go. I'm hoping it's not correct. And if it's correct, I'm not mad at myself. I'm just hoping it goes in a good route. Because he has to have a crazy mental break. Like at one point, right? He has to. I just want to know what the cause of the break is going to be. And just watch the trailer. I don't want to give too much away.
Oh, by the way, if you were hearing some weird sounds where it was like one side was a bit lower, I think one of the faders was down a little bit, so I brought it back up. So we're good.
So are we even again?
Yeah, we're even. So
so if there was an audio problem, we apologize about that.
Weird balance.
Brandon, come on, man.
It happens. I'm sorry.
Dog.
Oh, man. But we're good. We're good.
But I think we caught everything, I hope.
Oh, yeah, everything's good. Yeah, everything was going solid.
But honestly, it's going to be an interesting depiction.
Absolutely.
It's going to be interesting. I'm hoping this is going to be the saving grace for... Say it to me. Yeah, I'm hoping this is going to be the saving grace for DC.
Yeah, because they've had so many misses. They've only had like one or two actual hits that kind of did pretty okay, but nowhere near the scale that like Marvel has done. Infinity War, massive hit. Absolutely
Endgame is next month, dude.
Dude, holy crap, dude.
Okay.
Back to back, basically hits.
Let's talk Endgame right now.
For as bad as Captain Marvel was, it did pretty good.
Yeah.
It did pretty fucking good. And DC...
But you know why? You know why it did well?
Why?
Because we're so fucking invested in Marvel.
We are.
They have us in their grasp.
But they're so good.
But here's the thing.
They're so good.
Here's the problem, man. The problem is
listening.
Endgame has to be really good.
It does.
It does have to hit a lot of big things. It has to end a lot of topics. It has to answer a lot of questions.
It does.
It's got to do a lot of shit. I can't hear myself in the headphones.
It did? No?
No, I think it's gone. I don't know what happened. It's fine. It's no big
better?
deal. Somewhat. I think so. Yeah. No, I can't hear myself. It's fine. Sorry, guys. We're just adjusting on the fly.
Now?
Yeah. No, I
better?
can't. Yeah.
Oh,
Is it messing with the audio?
No, I need to adjust levels over here.
Oh, okay.
It's because I have to balance a volume between the soundboard and also the input of the audio interface. and the input on the actual OBS player itself.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a two-man podcast. Yeah. This is how we do things.
Have to monitor
Normally, there would
things.
be a audio engineer, which Brandon is, okay? But there would normally be an audio engineer.
God, Brandon, falconry saying. Audio's fine. Okay.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Thanks. Yeah.
Thank
All
you.
right.
And if anyone else would like to chime in,
Yeah, please do.
please.
Yeah.
We'd love some conversation. But back to Endgame.
Yeah.
So
it's like next month.
Next month. So here is my final conclusion going into Endgame. One, we need
But
questions
DC,
answered.
yeah, with DC, and they're just missing, and
They're missing.
Marvel's
They're
just
missing.
yeah.
Marvel has a great formula. They've killed it.
Absolutely.
They've honestly killed it. So here's the thing. They have to really end it with Endgame.
But-
they have to keep us interested for the next arc.
Yes, that's exactly
That is the
right.
key. They
That's
have to
exactly
keep
right.
us ready for the next arc because, dude, we've been invested this for over 10 years.
But the thing is, once
No,
we
right? Over 10 years.
we absolutely have.
So now
Absolutely.
with this final movie, they have to, one, set us up for another arc, right? Two, keep us interested with that next arc.
yeah,
And three, answer the questions that we had from our previous arc before we do anything.
yeah, because we've had so many things happen. We want to have basically as many questions answered as possible, so that once this whole thing is finished, we're basically done. But that's also a downside or a bad thing because that kind of says that we're kind of finished with this. We're done.
The thing is, man, it's...
Or do we want to continue with a new arc?
Yeah, exactly.
Do we
So
wanna
this
have a
movie
refresh?
I'm very excited for, but I'm also nervous for.
Yeah, same.
Because this could be either really good or really bad. And not really bad in a sense where the movie's going to be bad, but really bad for the setup.
I think it
If
might
it
be,
has a piss poor setup for the next arc, because this next arc is a big deal. Because
Yeah.
they have to keep us invested, honestly, for another 10 years.
so it's going to have to be the ending. The ending of Endgame is going to be the determination.
That
of-
is going to be key.
It's going to determine if we're going to say, you know what, we're still invested. We're okay with a refresh. We're okay with another.
Because they
couple
have
of
to keep us
movies.
interested for another 10 years, dude.
Or
like-
I don't think it's going to be 10 years because I think it's
No,
one
realistically,
more
look at
arc.
how the timeline. It's going to be another Spider-Man, another Black Panther, another Thor, another... There's a good amount of movies.
Yeah, but remember, we've had 3 Thors.
There's another Thor coming. Mighty
One
Thor.
So that's only one arc. That's not like 2 arcs.
No,
So-
I'm talking about movies for us to be invested in through the Marvel next arc.
Well, yeah, I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
Because with the 10 years, we went through 3 arcs. We went through Avengers,
Technically.
2 Ultron, and then Avengers 3 Infinity War.
Okay.
And then when it
We're at
comes,
Endgame.
We're at Endgame, which is Avengers.
So what would I say instead of arc? Would it be chapter?
It is an arc,
Uh-huh.
but
Because
it's not going to be a 10-year arc. It's going to be at max.
no, I'm saying because
2 to
leading up
4
to
years.
Endgame. Because I say arc because the whole movie series has led up to meeting Thanos, right?
So, yes.
Infinity Stones, everything,
But-
has all led up to meeting Thanos.
yeah.
right.
Over 10 years.
Over 10 years.
So,
That's what I'm
but-
saying.
But what I'm trying to say is that each of the Avengers mainline has been a reveal of one of the Infinity Stones.
Yeah.
So those are like crux points. So I think that's one arc where these sets of Infinity Stones are
Okay.
revealed, then the next arc has the next set revealed, and then the final arc has them all like collected together.
I guess the way I would put it
say
is
this is like the post Thanos arc.
the way I say arc is this is the Thanos arc because we're really just end game is of the whole thing is defeating Thanos.
Yeah.
Because Thanos is the puppet master.
We had Ragnarok between, right?
Yeah. But you know what I mean? But this is
Yeah.
what I'm saying. He
We did?
was yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I don't know.
I can't
But
remember.
you know what I mean? He's the puppet master behind everything,
Yeah.
right? Everything. He realistically is the puppet master behind all.
Yeah,
of
he
it.
was the one
So
kind of ordering the
I
whole,
say this whole
Yeah.
10-year span is one arc to defeat Thanos, right?
one giant arc.
One giant arc, right?
Yeah.
So after the very end of Endgame, they have to get us ready for another long arc with a new mainline enemy who has henchmen. Because realistically, we
Okay.
faced Thanos' henchmen.
Well,
we didn't face
the only
Thanos.
reason why I'm saying I don't think it's going to be a 10-year arc is because when I've seen those like roadmap pictures from conventions and stuff, I only see one like 6-movie set.
Well, what phase? Okay, hold on. Maybe I'm saying it
4
wrong.
to 6
Phases. What
movies.
phase is coming up
4.
next? This is phase 4.
And
so
that's
they
it.
have to get ready for phase 4. And
then
phase
that's
4
it.
is a long stretch of time, though.
Not really.
How long is phase 4?
Because phase 1 was, the original up to Avengers. That's phase 1. Phase 2 was everything up to Ultron.
So
and
what is
phase
this one
3,
ending of?
This is still phase 3. This is the ending of phase 3.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Now this is going to be phase 4. Phase 4 isn't going to be as long as phase 1 through 3.
So what? After this, it's over?
I'm assuming.
I think so.
Because I've only seen up to phase 4. I haven't seen anything.
I think it's going to be
I
over.
haven't seen any images.
Well, that's what I'm saying. This has to set us up to see if we can lead into anything else.
Because
It really has to.
I'm thinking that depending on how people react to Endgame's
Well, here's the
ending,
question. Where does it go from here?
Oh, it's going to be
After-
Ultimate Avengers.
Yeah.
That's going to be the ending of phase 4.
Yeah. And then it has to end then.
That's it.
Yeah.
There's
So this is
really
it.
nothing else unless.
So phase 4, I think it's gonna last. Dude, it's gonna last a long time.
It won't.
Because movies take a lot longer than you think to
They
produce.
do take a long time to make, but they won't take a long time to
Yeah.
put out, through and through. It'll take like 2 years. It takes like a couple of months to film and a couple of months to edit. A year and a half to fully make. I'd say 3 years max for a really, really big film.
Yeah, year and a half, 2 years for a regular
Yeah.
midline.
We got Brandon saying maybe Marvel can focus on a good X-Men movie with all new cast.
Oh my god.
Yes!
Okay. You know
So
what?
Thank you for bringing that up.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And again, if you have something to say,
yes,
comment.
please.
We love talking about anything. Just ask us.
And yes, thank you for bringing that up because
X-Men.
recently Disney purchased 20th Century Fox for I think it was like $16 billion.
$16
Holy crap!
Dude, that number is just aggressive.
They have 60 or 66% control on Hulu too
Yep.
now.
So, after Dark Phoenix,
Yes.
because reviews have come in from people who have already seen it, garbage. I think we've discussed this before.
We have.
And so we're not going to get into
Bye.
it. But so far, everyone says it's a fucking garbage movie.
Build around Deadpool, says Brandon. Yeah. Yeah, we can
They could
kinda-
do Deadpool Kills the Universe.
the Deadpool universe and all the different variations.
That'd be
Expand
really
on
cool.
that can be just
See,
a
I think
fun
Deadpool...
thing.
Here's the thing. This is what I'm going to say. Deadpool and Logan, I think, were Fox's and Disney's way and Marvel's way of getting into that R rating and testing it and how it goes.
Yes.
So, do you think X-Men needs to go R? Or is it going to be X-Men joins the Avengers? You know what I mean?
Oh, that's hard.
You see what I mean? Because
Yeah.
X-Men itself can honestly be an R-rated film.
It can.
Like, it
definitely
honestly
You
can
can go
be.
super serious with
You
this.
can go really serious with X-Men and make it fucking good.
Great, yeah.
And make it
Logan.
great.
There you go.
Look at Logan. Logan was a good R-rated superhero movie that wasn't
Yeah.
comical. Because Deadpool was a great movie, but it was a comedy.
Yeah.
Real is a comedy, and it's very good. I'm not hating on it.
True.
But it's a superhero comedy because that's the character. Logan was that test into a dramatic, darker, more actiony arc of a rated R superhero movie.
Yeah.
So if they can do X-Men just a little dark and make it fucking gritty and have that R rating,
Yeah.
I think it's going to be great.
Or they can go with the Avengers method or Avengers way and join them and just become the.
And if they have
official-
their own mainline arc and it goes through the Marvel method, which I'm just going to call it,
then you can just
because if it goes through the Marvel method,
then you'll follow source material.
then go for it.
You'll follow
the
source
source material. Because honestly, X-Men is a great piece
And
of source
hey, that-
material.
It doesn't
It's
it
a
also
great
mean,
series.
The Fantastic Four is joined as well, right?
Yes.
Is that aren't
Okay.
Aren't they also part of that?
Okay, hold on.
Were they part of it?
We've had. I'm going to lie to you and say I don't know because I honestly don't know. I want to say yes, but my heart of hearts can't say yes.
I'm hoping
So-
that they were because if that's also included in the deal, can oh my gosh,
Because
there's the whole shebang.
because Fantastic Four has just been
We're just missing
straggling
Spider-Man, but Spider-Man's on loan from Sony for a couple
for
of
not
years.
much longer.
So hopefully, if this whole thing, Ultimate Avengers, they
Oh,
were able to make the purchase.
Shit.
So there you go. You got X-Men, you got the Avengers.
Yep.
You'll have Sony's with Spider-Man for until that is over,
And then you
you'll
just bring
have
them out for. That's it. So okay, back to it. So Fantastic Four needs a good revamp.
Brandon's saying that we could do a darker version of our childhood cartoon version.
Of what?
of the X-Men?
Oh, Well, honestly, if you look at the animated series of X-Men, it was actually a pretty dark cartoon.
Batman Beyond.
Oh, man. Don't get me started on that.
You know?
Because I have been protesting and I have been speaking out loud to have a Batman Beyond movie because that would be fantastic. Honestly, I know you hear the background music.
It's like crazy stuff happening. Whoa!
So if they actually do it just like the animated series of X-Men, because
the Fantastic Four doesn't sell in the generation.
It doesn't.
In this generation.
It's too cheesy.
They're a current iteration of it.
Yeah,
I think it can totally be done if they go.
You know what it's going to take? It's going to take some actual individual or artist who actually loves Fantastic Four to do a good comic book series and bring it back. Because even the comic book series it has now, I don't know if you read comics still, if you look at them every once in a while.
As of late, I haven't.
So I picked up a Fantastic Four comic recently.
Okay.
I feel like I'm reading the same things I was watching or reading in the 1960s.
Huh.
Or it's like bubblegummy Fantastic Four, because that's how their characters are.
Yeah.
They don't show any... I don't know if it's just because of the amount of development we've had with graphic novels and comics.
There have been something like progressive ideologies kind of being introduced into it.
Even in like apple pie superheroes like Superman, even some of his arcs in recent comic books have gotten pretty dark. They've gotten really serious. They've had good topics.
Not as of late.
Superman even has died in the series, which was
Doomsday,
dope.
Right?
Yeah, and it was dope. And it was a great series.
But as of late, I've heard that it's kind of not been as dark as it used to be.
It's going back to its normal way, which is fine.
Yeah.
Because that's who Superman is. That's really who he is. And we kind of expect that from him. But if you can take different arcs and do different paths with your characters.
Explore and see what could happen.
Like, there's a book out that I read a long, long time ago. It's actually a Batman book. It's actually a novelization. It's not like graphic novel or anything. It's just a physical novelization of a Batman. It's a Batman story.
Yeah.
And it's the most serious, dark, fucked up story I've ever read. It's amazing. It's about Batman working in Gotham, doing his thing, and he breaks up a sex ring. And there's like, it's a child sex ring.
Jeez.
And it goes like deep into the government and all this shit. And he ends up in like Nicaragua and like.
So he's doing like actual detective stuff.
Work, dude. And it's an amazing story.
It's not like him being a superhero. He's just being a detective and doing what his.
So there are ways
says.
to do it. And that is my biggest example. Because that's a book no one has read. Like that no one has seen. Jeez. And it's a great piece of material. So it is possible to make a character go in-depth and very dark and very detailed and do it. It's just you need to find someone who actually has the mindset with that character and loves that character and can see a different path with it. Because that's all that is. Because Batman,
he doesn't
at the end of the day,
have to always fight, Joker. He doesn't always have to fight
because
Poison
that's
Ivy.
not who he only fights. He fights crime syndicates. He takes down casinos. He's taking down
greatest detective. Case
exactly.
in point.
So why not make him do detective work?
It makes sense.
It's interesting, and it's on. That's why the whole Batman arc did so well.
We got Brandon saying, "Do you guys think a Green Lantern movie could be done after watching the last one?" Yes. Unfortunately, it's gonna.
Hey Brandon,
be
how about you
difficult.
forward this to other people who like comics so we can get more interaction? Cough.
I know.
But a Green Lantern movie.
It can be done. Just unfortunately,
look.
It
Green Lantern has so many great. Okay. My problem with Green Lantern is, and this is gonna sound. I don't know. Look, my favorite. Who was the new recent Green Lantern? What's the name?
The actor who played
Hold
him?
on. Not Ryan Reynolds, but in the comic. Hold on. Because I'm going to get it wrong. Because there's two different names for Green Lantern. One second.
I like the JLA Green Lantern.
Which is?
Yeah. Ooh, you got me there.
See? Yeah, exactly. Fucking dog. I'm trying to remember his name.
But yeah, the JLA Green Lantern from the cartoon series.
Yes, keep it going.
He needs to be here. He needs to be, in the movies. Absolutely. He's got a tons of personality. He has a great, historical background. He could bring tons of,
John Stewart.
Yes.
John Stewart.
Yes.
Okay.
He's such a good Green Lantern.
John Stewart. Because look, the actual, I forgot his actual name for Green Lantern, but John Stewart Green Lantern is probably the best Green Lantern. Why not do that Green Lantern?
In our opinion, at least.
That's no. Hands down. Hands down. Because Jon Stewart, Green Lantern, brings a seriousness to the role in JLA.
He does.
Like, he really does. He brings a great, real depth to the character. Not just the pilot, not just this guy. It's a character. And it's Green Lantern.
And he also does bring a little bit of levity as well because of his wisdom that he has.
Honestly, they can do it. They just have to do that kind of version, honestly.
Who would you cast?
As him?
As a Jon Stewart? That's a tough one.
Jon Stewart.
The Rock.
No. No. I got you.
He's got the charisma.
Nope.
Who?
Idris Elba.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. Yeah. Idris Elba.
Get on that, son.
Idris Elba.
DJ as Green Lantern. I have some shit for you. Are you ready?
Okay,
I'm going to blow your mind. So in next month, where am I going, Brandon?
EDC.
I'm going again. Who's our favorite DJ, man?
Idris Elba.
He's gonna be there.
You monster.
I know.
Idris Elba.
Shit, son.
DJ
I can't wait.
Extraordinary.
Dude, if he brings out Hodor, I'm gonna lose my mind. Because you know Game of Thrones comes on during that time, right?
Absolutely.
When I'm at EDC.
Absolutely.
So, if he brings out Hodor, if anyone does a Game of Thrones theme,
you're going to lose it.
I'm going to lose my mind.
Everybody's going to lose their mind.
Dude, they better be broadcasting Game of Thrones.
Dude, imagine
like
at all the bars, everywhere you
go. They
go.
need to be broadcasting Game of Thrones while I'm at EDC. If they don't have an HBO network and a silent room,
no,
I need to go. Like,
it's going to be broadcasted on the advertisement screens on the strip.
Dude, it fucking better be.
Gargantuan, huge
I've
LED
already
billboards.
actively said
everywhere.
I am going to watch because I have Amazon Prime and I have HBO Now. I am a Prime member, okay?
Yo, there you go.
So I am going to watch the new episode of Game of Thrones as I'm on the fucking shuttle because I'm not missing it. I don't care. I'm not going to wait till I get home. I'm not going to watch it on a fucking tablet. I'm going to watch it on my phone because I need it.
Absolutely.
There's no other choice. I have to. I have invested so many years into this show. I'm not missing an episode. I have never missed an episode.
Everybody has
I'm not
invested
missing
so
an
much
episode.
time.
I don't. I love EDC, but I'm not missing an episode of Game of Thrones. I watched Battle of the Bastards at EDC in Vegas.
Jeez.
I watched it because I wasn't gonna miss it.
Well, yeah,
I sat there and I watched it with my buddy Raph, and we watched Battle of the Bastards.
Shout out to Raph.
Shout out Raph. What's good, Raph? But fucking Raph. But
have you seen the newest one of the newest posters where it shows them all like the Iron Throne position frozen in the ice? Oh,
hey DC, we're gonna take a hard left into something tremendously awesome. Welcome to the Game of Thrones podcast. We're gonna talk so much about Game of Thrones right now.
Yeah, it's gonna be
because we're weeks away, people. We're weeks away from Game of Thrones. We've been waiting 2 years. I'm rewatching it right now, sir.
Oh, you gotta.
Like I'm at the last season and I'm so excited because we're this close. We're so close. I just need to make it through this, man. I need to survive to the end of Game of Thrones, and I'm
is Mario Kart keeping you on the hold on right now?
No, it's not.
Not even. What about Diablo?
Apex.
Apex?
Okay.
Yo, what happened with all your progress?
It got deleted. But it's back.
But it's coming back. Finally.
Okay.
Shout out to Respawn Entertainment for finally.
By the way, great
bug.
company.
Thank you.
Great company.
They really put a lot of
If you haven't
time
played
and
Apex
effort.
Legends and you're not a big fan of gaming and you just haven't gamed in a long time and you just want something that you can have for free
just
and
jump
play,
in
jump
and,
in, jump out,
real
Apex
quick.
Legends.
Absolutely.
Look,
real fun.
Brandon knows I play video games, but I don't play video games. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not a consistent
You
gamer.
wouldn't consider yourself a super hardcore.
Not at all.
Okay.
At all. And I fucking suck at games. So
It's okay. It's okay. I mean, we're all
ever since I've downloaded Apex Legends, I love it.
It's
I
good,
fucking
right?
love it. It's such a fun game.
They've really.
I won a game finally.
They've really
like.
Congratulations.
I am a champion,
yeah.
dude. I understand what Queen meant.
Heh.
I understand.
So they've really.
There's no time for losers.
True. So
Because
they've
I'm
really
the fucking
nailed
champion,
the
son.
gameplay. The communication is really solid.
The ping system. It's a solid game.
Everybody's trying to copy him now. Too late. Too late. They still have
Yeah,
the
fucking
best one.
Fortnite. Did you hear that shit? They developed a fucking ping system now
Same
after
thing with-
Apex.
with,
Fuck Fortnite.
Same thing with the Battlefield 5, the Firestorm. Same thing. It's still garbage. Same
Yep.
thing with their loot system, where it just drops everything on the
Dude,
floor.
I hate that. Oh, man.
What?
Okay, side note, sir. Should I talk about what happened yesterday?
Evil Hero, what's up? Yo, shout out.
Should I talk about it?
It's up to you, my dude.
What do you think?
Let's continue with the Firestorm.
Firestorm?
Yeah, with all the loot that's just dropping on the floor.
Yeah. Dude, Apex, solid game. Solid game. No, we'll talk about it, dude, because it's something that we do need to talk about.
Well,
So, okay. So yesterday, our good friend Evil Hero stopped by, and I don't know if we talked about an app, and I'm going to talk about, I don't know. I'm not under NDA. I don't give a fuck.
No.
Lasso. It's an app Instagram and Facebook are developing.
yeah.
And the way it was described to me is it's going to be Vine 2.0. Like, that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So I jump on it. Whatever. I do my thing, make videos, whatever it is. And the application itself, piece of shit. Ooh. It's honestly like, if I can put it in any way simple form, it looks like they're trying too hard.
Oh.
It's a terrible application.
Are they trying
There's
to,
no
like-
peer-to-peer interaction. There is, but it's so weak. It's terrible. It sucks. It is a piece of shit app. If this is what they're going to take to market, they just should shut down and save themselves some money. Like, it's terrible.
So I heard that you also criticize them, right?
Oh, yeah. So I used the app. I made videos. You know, I got a good amount of views considering the app is, shit. Considering the app is shit, I was surprised it got even 200 views.
Yeah.
Okay? So I make a video critical of the app Lasso. Basically, flipping off the camera going, this app sucks. Peace. Fuck this app. Deleted it. Didn't give a shit. 2 weeks later, Ivario comes in yesterday. We talk. And what happens? We talk about Lasso, and he says there's going to be an update. Re-download it. Can't log into my account.
Oh.
Keep
That's
trying. I tried for like an hour. Nothing. So I made a new account with our podcast.
Yeah.
Just to see. Let's just see. I can make an account. So it's not the app.
Okay.
So I find my account. There I am. With my videos removed that were critical of Lasso.
Huh.
And I'm shadow banned.
What?
For why?
Yeah, I'd be like...
Because I made fun of your fucking app for being a piece of shit? So you're going to take down my content?
Yeah.
Nah, man, that's not how this works.
I'm like, usually, as personally as a developer, myself of video games, however, I would say it's pretty much the same thing because it's a product that you're developing, that you're working on.
Mm-hmm.
Any criticism that you take from the community, you should actually listen.
Yep.
Listen to what
So
they're
if
saying.
I'm
'cause
critical
they're
of
the
your
ones
app
using it.
because it's a piece of shit, so you're going to shadow ban me because you don't want me to have access anymore because I talk freely about your application. Really? And then you're going to take down my videos because they're critical of your application.
Yeah, that's not cool.
Nope.
They have to listen.
I will not support in any way, shape, or form Lasso.
Yeah,
I'm done.
I have to agree.
Fuck that app.
I have to agree. When the company itself isn't listening to the community, to
When
the
you're not listening
to the user
and
base,
censoring people
and especially
and only promoting the people that follow in line. Fuck you. I'm good.
Yeah, that's not cool.
I'm good.
That's just promoting toxicity.
Deuces.
That's just
Fuck Lasso.
That's just saying
piece of
that
shit.
I'm super arrogant. I don't care about anything. Just about the end.
We only want it to
number.
be good. Good. No negative. No.
You have to.
You got to
grow.
take the bad with the good and the good with the bad. That's
Yeah.
how this fucking shit works.
You have to
No.
critically grow.
No.
You have to
I'm
take the
done.
critical criticism.
Yep, I'm done. That's a dumb fucking move.
Yeah.
Even YouTube got in trouble for doing that shit.
Yeah, they
YouTube got in trouble for doing
even
that
recently
shit.
with the what was it? YouTube Rewind 2019, I think it was. Or
Yep.
2018.
Tell it. Go ahead. You know.
Yeah, they were basically all the massive amounts of dislikes that were coming in through, basically becoming the most disliked video of
Still
all
is.
time. Still is. And basically, YouTube itself was not liking the fact that
Because it was a terrible video.
users were able to actually utilize the comments
Mm-hmm.
and the like to dislike system
to make it the worst
basically show YouTube that, hey, we don't like the stuff that you're doing. We don't like the stuff that you're promoting. This is not us.
This is not what we are.
So when that happened, YouTube basically said, you know what, we're going to start disabling the comment section entirely. It started off with
they got in trouble for it.
They did. It started off for a good, very, very good reason, for the whole...
We won't get into that, but yeah.
Crazy stuff on YouTube in the weird section.
We won't get into that.
But when it came to the critical reception that users had with YouTube itself, they started to actually disable comment sections entirely. People were getting really pissed because
that's
you
can't
saying
censor
that, hey,
shit,
you know what? We're not going to listen to you guys.
You can't censor.
What's
you
going
can't.
on?
You got to take the bad with the good and the good with the bad.
You have to listen because at the end of the day, it's the users that are actually using your app.
Yep. So end of the day, man, I am so fucking disgusted and disappointed in Lasso.
Yeah, it's not cool.
I will not promote. I will not talk to. And I will not talk to because I do want an explanation. Yeah, I'm more than willing to get an explanation on why they censored my material, why I'm shadow banned without any warning, by the way.
Yeah,
I would like to know that. I want an answer, but I'm
Yeah.
not going to support this application.
Yeah, that's very important also. When you got banned, you should have gotten a notification. Not
on
only
why.
Because
nothing I did was a violation in any way of terms of services. I didn't say any racial slurs. I didn't commit hate speech. I didn't do anything like that. Nothing. I was critical of your application.
Yeah.
So now, why was I shadow banned, and why do I not?
You weren't even critical of the software, developers. Just the application.
The
itself
application
and its design.
sucks. It's a piece of shit. Anyone who's used it will say it fucking sucks. Honestly.
Yeah. I mean, like with the capabilities that our phones have, it should.
No offense, Eva here. I'm gonna have to say this.
Guess.
He even had to try to sell me on it, saying the update this week is gonna make it way better. That's the only reason why I downloaded it. Because I'm like, all right, let's see. Let's see if it really does. So I wanted to give them a second chance.
Yeah.
No. Hard deuce.
Yeah, well,
fuck off.
That's how the cookie crumbles.
That's just how the cookie crumbles, man. Where are we on time?
We are at 42 minutes.
All right. Want to start ending it up, man? Because that was a hot topic. That was a hot topic, man. But nonetheless, we're going to leave it at that. I'm going to let it roll off our backs like ducks in water. Who gives a shit?
Do let us know
how you feel about that.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's leave it up and hold on. Let's not shut down yet. Hold on. We still got a little bit of time, right?
Yeah.
Let's leave it open up to a comment really quick. Brandon, anyone who's listening, you got something to say. How do you feel about this?
Yeah,
how do you feel about
what do you guys think about the situation?
This situation.
Happened? Lasso in general. Your takes on the application itself. Its current,
if you used it,
current iteration as it stands. Do in the review section, does the app developer reply to reviews?
I don't know. I can't access. How do I know?
Yeah.
And I'm not going to use the second account. Fuck no. Because it's the principal, man.
Well, I was going to ask, what did the viewers think about the look?
Oh,
Black and white.
Actually, let's talk about the look, too.
Yeah, it's kind of looking, interesting, more...
I think we're going to have to keep it this way for a little bit. It's kind of nice. It works with the aesthetic.
Looks good.
Kind of keeps it with the mood, son. Because we're normally lighthearted and kind and just talk about shit. But this time, we had to talk about some real shit. But no, man, I do like the aesthetic. I like the black and white, so I'm going to keep it with that. I say we keep it with that for a while. We do podcasts in black and white.
Yeah, I like it as well. Anthem. Yeah.
Anthem. Okay, so last night, Brandon sent me a clip about Anthem. Or like an article about Anthem, right?
It was an 11,000 word article.
Which, unfortunately, Brandon,
by Kotaku, or on Kotaku's website, by Jason Schreier.
Which I did not
read.
All
credit to him.
Mm-hmm. All credit, give credit.
And it's basically an explanation as to what happened with the development and subsequent release of Anthem.
So I got a brief synopsis. Give me the same brief synopsis, and I'm just going to give you the same reactions I gave. Because it's honestly shocking.
It's terrifying.
It's honestly shocking how a game development company can get away with this kind of fucking...
Now, the key difference here is that for the majority... Well, I wouldn't say majority, but for a good portion of games that have released in the past 10 or so years, when they've been bad, they've usually been bad as a result of the interference that the publisher has on the development cycle and its production and all that. Of telling them, hey, we want this, to be shoved in, microtransactions, all this and that. But In this case, it was interesting because that didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
In this case, EA, the actual publisher,
Which I got to give a little credit to EA for this, honestly, because when he told me this, I was like, oh.
Yeah, in this case, EA did a good thing as by saying, hey, we know that you guys have a lot of credentials. We know that a lot of fans love your games. So we're going to just be hands-off, give you all the time that you want, all the money that you may need, and just make the best game that you can. So we can get as much money as we want. Or as we can get.
Honestly, good up to them.
To EA, this was like their Hail Mary, their saving grace. Because it's BioWare.
This was the way they could really help themselves right now.
So, BioWare's like, all right, we got this.
I love
we're gonna have so much time. We're gonna have all this money. It's gonna be great.
Mm-hmm.
They start
How
production.
Much
money? I'm getting there. I'm getting there. All right. They start in 2012, pre-production. All the design, all the art, everything started to come together. Start to pull things together. Get it.
2012.
2012. Years roll by. July, I'd say July, August of 2017.
Yes.
E3. We get the demo. People were like, "Oh, this is amazing!
Fantastic demo, by the way.
Yeah, it looked freaking amazing.
Fantastic fucking demo.
Absolutely amazing. People were just like psyching out. This looks pretty good. It's BioWare mainline.
They had me fooled.
Yeah, so many.
They had me fucking fooled.
It releases. It's a total disaster. Absolute disaster. Turns out that for about 5 years, it was stuck in pre-production. And they spent a total
5 fucking years.
Yeah, for 5 years, approximately 5 years.
Doing what?
Basically just making artwork, pulling things together. By 2018, they only had one mission made. One mission. Since 2012
I can't even
to
believe
2018, they only had one mission. So when E3 2017, that demo?
That was the mission.
That was not even a mission. They did not have anything at all. It was just a video that they made.
So basically, it was the biggest scam of all time?
Kind of.
Are you reading comments right now?
Yeah, a little bit. We'll get to that, Brandon. Don't worry.
Why is it heating up in there?
No, it's like speckles.
Oh, we'll get to there. We'll get to there. Yeah, hold on.
Let's end this Anthem thing. Let's talk about this. Oh, my God.
So, yeah.
Oh.
So, since 2012 to 2018, one mission.
That's how we'll end it. We'll talk about that.
Yeah, we
okay.
will.
And we'll do a lead up.
Yeah.
Okay.
And basically, they spent...
Yeah, back to Anthem.
A little over, $400 million.
Dude, $400 fucking million down the drain.
Down the drain. They had to reboot so many times. The flying mechanics. The flying mechanics is basically, you have to think, I think is the CEO of Activision or EA, or the vice president of EA for having the flight mechanics, because he said, hey, this is boring. You need to make this fun. So they said, oh, crap, let's add the flying mechanics in. And then he's like, yeah, this is great. Keep this up. And they're like, oh, let's leave it in there. So because of him, you basically have the flight mechanics.
We have the flying mechanic. That's the only thing we have.
Why don't you just have that automatically? It's like you have the capabilities, guys. Come on. So
Anthem just conned the world.
Because of this, and like I said, EA had nothing to do with this. Nothing to do with the actual downfall and end result of this dumpster fire that is Anthem.
So we actually have to kind of forgive BioWare. EA for this one.
Yeah, it's all BioWare, the development company. Mm-hmm. Now this is really sucking.
EA, you're forgiven.
Yeah,
for this
for
one.
Now.
For now.
Now this really sucks because for me, I'm a developer and I want to work in the industry. When I see this gross negligence, this incompetence, this misuse of funds, of talent, of capability, I get passionate, man.
Really?
Yeah.
So when you heard this news, Brandon, how did you feel?
Oh, it's such a letdown because BioWare, mainline BioWare. I'm still good. I'm good.
Okay.
Mainline BioWare has been regarded as one of the best development companies of all time. Hands down.
Yeah, honestly.
So when this happened, and the report came out by Jason Schreier, again, kudos to him. people were just dumbfounded. They were dumbstruck, and people started to connect the dots, and it makes sense.
Water champ.
You look at the quality that you got, just the scarcity of the things, like the emotes. There's no.
It's honestly just this,
artwork,
that game. Once you kind of told me the breakdown of what exactly happened,
it's devoid of content. And that's only because it was worked on.
Once you kind of told me everything that happened and how the misuse of funds and time and everything like that. They
spent basically 6 to 18 months working on this game instead of the 6 to.
It just makes me
years.
wonder where the money went.
Yeah.
Where did the money go?
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money missing.
It's a lot of money missing.
That's a lot of money missing. So, in a couple weeks, we're gonna have.
That was the conclusion.
That was the conclusion of Anthem. Because Anthem, that's just because we've talked about Anthem, and we can get in deeper and deeper about Anthem because it's just
it's such a disappointment.
And we've talked about it before, so that's why we're kind of like going over it. So in a couple weeks, we're gonna figure it out with Brandon. Brandon is actually not Brandon, my co-host. It's our good friend Brandon. Brandon is I'm not gonna say his profession because So Brandon,
he's got a cool profession.
He's got a cool profession. Okay, he's got a really dope profession, and we're gonna do a show with him very soon. And we're gonna do a show that's a little different. We've done it before. We haven't done it in a long time.
We did it once.
We did it one time before. We watched a clip that was fucking hilarious. I forgot what it was, but we're gonna do
Bear Force One.
Bear Force One. That's what we watched.
That was Bear Force.
So we're gonna do our Mystery Science Theater. I forgot what we called it.
It's called a riff.
A riff. Not that. We called it something.
It's called a movie riff.
No, we called it something.
Oh, we call it something.
Yeah, I forgot what it was.
Yeah.
I'll find the title. We're going to do basically a riff or Mystery Science Theater 3000 of a movie that we discovered.
Holy cannoli.
And oh my God, this movie is goddamn gold.
Honestly.
Okay, what's it called? It's called Dino
King.
Dino King. It is a free movie with ads on YouTube.
Yep.
Okay.
If you guys want to watch it,
if you want to watch it before we do it, by all means.
By all means.
But we're going to do a live one.
Yeah. If you find it on YouTube, bookmark it, save it so that once we're going to watch it, you can watch it along with us.
We're sitting down a couple days ago, and we're talking. We're going through YouTube.
Do we want to spoil it?
Oh, man.
Yeah,
oh, man.
We'll just say let's just say the name of the main character.
Okay, let's put it this way. The main character is a T-Rex.
Yes.
Named Speckles.
With a narrator.
With his own narration inside of his mind. Okay.
From first person
narration perspective from a T-Rex named Speckles.
And he is the greatest hunter of the valley. And that's we're gonna leave.
We're gonna leave it with that.
A little tease for y'all.
Because this is gold. And we are gonna sit here with our good friend Brandon and we're gonna riff on it. We're gonna have a great time, and I'm honestly excited about it. It's gonna be a fun time. So Brandon, hit us up. Great. Let's see what time we can figure this out.
We'll figure out
how we can schedule this.
Yep.
See what we can do that works for you.
Absolutely.
And of course, we'll be back next week with another show. We're actually going to introduce something new very soon.
Yeah.
Very soon. We're going to do a couple tests. We're going to see how it works. But we're going to do some new videos. Just podcasts.
Some kind of pre-recorded stuff.
Yeah, some podcasts on the go, vlog-esque. We're not going to give away too much because we're kind of experimenting with it.
Yep.
We're going to do a couple trips to some things. We're going to do some stuff. We're going to try to put some good videos together. We're going to
It's going to be something new.
We're going to build up the content a little bit more because the podcast we love. But I think we kind of discovered something today that it's like
something we want to try out.
We're going to try something out. So we're very excited to bring that to you. We're going to try to do that maybe not this Saturday, maybe next Saturday. We'll figure it out because we have some things to order and we have some things to figure out.
Yeah, we got some things to figure out.
Other than that, we'll be back next week with a regular episode.
Do you got some music pulled up?
I have the music pulled up.
Okay.
Right. Not now, but hold on.
Oh.
And now I do. Of course, I want to thank Ed from Explicit Vape Burbank for letting us use the space.
Yes.
Anything else you want to add, Brandon?
Looking forward to the next show. And again, many thanks to Ed.
Many thanks to Ed. And I want to add one more thing. Fuck Lasso. Yeah, fuck Lasso.
And also fuck Jerry.
Yeah, fuck Jerry. Yeah, we're just going to throw them in there too because fuck Jerry. And of course, we back. And like always, just be real.